self-defense. Well, these guys get in on it, but you had both experiences. You got to work with your dad, and of course, be his son at home. So you had a unique perspective. Whereas I know Johnny got to work with your dad. You had both. And would you like to share with the audience a little bit about that?
Yeah, there's four boys. I'm the second oldest, and Mike, me, Jeff, Steve, and Kevin. And we used to always, well, one of the questions we always get, were you guys ever jealous of Johnny and your dad? We all said no. Absolutely not. None of us, we always thought of him as an older brother. Not too much older.
And smaller.
But no, the main question was, how was it growing up with, Lucas McCain as Chuck Connors? And I said it wasn't too far off base of the morals and the way that he was teaching Mark in the show. He was strict, never spoiled us. I was working at 14, and he was a good man. Miss him dearly. Coming up on the 21st, next November will be 21 years since he passed away. Miss him very much, but he was a great dad. Johnny, I'm going to say something to Johnny right now. Watching these episodes, there's a lot that I haven't seen and don't remember. I would probably say Johnny is one of the finest actors in the world today.
Wow. Well, thank you.
The way they interacted and the way,
Well, Chuck was a great influence on me. When you play tennis, you always play with somebody better than you, and it makes you better. And he was very serious about his acting, and about the show. He was very concerned with all aspects of it. But he was also a fun-loving guy, and he had an off-the-wall sense of humor, and he was very funny. But I've always wanted to ask you, when you remember when we went camping at the ranch? You were pretty young. You might not remember that, but during the first season, we Chuck and your brothers and I went camping at the location where we were shooting the episodes on the weekend. You don't remember that? Wow.
You said that was a long time ago.
Wow. Wow. And that didn't even happen in the 70s. Well, anyway, you guys got much bigger than me, and I've always wondered when you were like, when you were teenagers, maybe, like, was he afraid of you when you were together? Because I was always afraid of you when you were with your brothers.
Well, I'm 6'2", and I'm fine with 6'2". But let's see, my older brother Mike, he's 6'6". Steve's 6'5", Kevin's 6'7". And I have two sons, very good looking sons, by the way, that are both 6'2", and I have a lovely daughter, Nikki, who's 16, who's also gorgeous. But I didn't, I was...
How tall is she? 6'2"?
Should probably be 5'9".
5'9".
But,
how come I've never met her?
You don't return your phone calls. I have to give you my new phone number. But no, I was always the shortest. But like with my older.
I was the shortest.
Me and Johnny, I don't know, who's ever heard of the world famous Palomino Club? Well, it was a famous country place out in California. Anyway, we played a thing, it was called Sons of the Rifleman, where I got up and sang with my group, and then Johnny did his show. And we packed that place.
1985.
Yeah. I think the fire code was like 300, and there was about 500 people in there. It was a good
Chuck
show.
was there. Chuck was there.
Yeah, Chuck was there, he introduced, and it was a lot of fun. And what I'm bringing up, there was a picture that me, you, and Chuck took before the show, and you're standing on your toes.
Oh yeah.
You still didn't get any closer.
Yeah.
But he looked good though.
I should have brought my Apple box. But who was the guitarist, the leader of the band? He became very successful.
Yeah, group Highway 101 here. Anybody remembers that? Yeah, Jack Daniels. He was my lead guitarist, and he also Johnny's part. He played
we
guitar.
shared the same musicians.
Yeah. And I know Johnny wasn't too happy with Jack, but
well, I don't think he was happy with me. I guess I don't know. He just yeah. I required a lot of patience.
and the kind of stuff that Johnny does is not easy stuff to do. And I've heard Johnny sing. He's a fantastic singer, and he's really great at what he does. And Jack has the patience of, he's having patience at all. But the other players that play, like Booth, steel player,
Yeah,
the
I
other guys
haven't even
play.
seen him since then.
Yeah, you know who?
He has a cassette of mine with a recording of Duke Ellington doing the blues. Tell him I'm waiting.
He's 56.
Or tell him he can just send me the file. No.
But anyway, I got a special treat for Johnny coming up, and it's about having something made for him that's going to be really nice, and I think he deserves it. Just watching these episodes with Johnny and the way they interact and the music and stuff, but what's exciting to me is that the kids of today are getting hooked on the show. Because there's nothing on TV out there that, this vampire stuff and, Criminal Minds, how much can you take? Law and Order, Special Victims, they might as well put Flow in there with the Progressive Insurance. Anyway, I'm just real excited that people, and the fans, and some of you have heard me say this, that my dad said to me, Jeffrey, you gotta remember one thing in life, it's all about the fans. If you don't have fans, you don't have S. And he's right, it is all about you guys. And thanks for coming out. Because if you without your fans, you don't have it. And I know that I've worked with different other people, but you have to make the fans feel warm, and all you guys have been great that I've met today. And
I brought my jacket if anybody needs it.
Anyway, okay, but that's good, and but I'm glad that everybody's enjoying it on MeTV, and they are starting the thing over, so I will be on season 2, and it'll be Tension. Do you remember that day doing that? When I was Toby?
Oh yeah, when we were burying.
Yeah, we were at the graveyard. It was about 200 degrees that day, and I had a black jacket on, and Johnny was sitting back with my dad, and my dad's going, Jeffrey, get your line ready, hurry up, it's hot out here. So I'm nervous, and they had their shiny boards, they were shining on him. So I kept messing up my lines, and he goes, that's it, I'm gonna kill you when I get home. Get him right. So I did.
I was real hot too, but that's because I was standing right behind Patricia Blair.
But anyway, that was anyway. But thank all you guys for coming and watching the show, and I really appreciate it. It makes me proud to be Chuck Connor's son, and I've always been very proud of that, no matter what any of my children say.